So if you're just tired of sales reps, sales recruits ghosting you either before or right after your first call, your first outreach, it's one of 3 critical mistakes that every single sales manager makes, and it's in their social media strategy. So throughout this video, in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna show you the exact strategy that I have used, and now I'm teaching other high-level managers and leaders in the insurance space and a couple of other sales spaces to get 70% show rates to calls and 60% of them converting into guys that get their first deal. And before we get into it, the best part is that this doesn't actually require any ad spend. It can go a really long way with ad spend, but it also doesn't require the worst thing in the world, which if you're doing this right now, you should never do it again, and that's cold outreach. So let me just start with the most important insight that changed everything for me in the social media recruitment process. And it was the fact that I finally realized that I shouldn't be using my social media as a recruiting platform, and I should be using my social media as a credibility building platform. The fundamental mistake I see every single person in the sales space right now doing on their social media is that they're coming off as a recruiter. They're screaming out the pyramid scheme thing. Like, everyone thinks you're running a pyramid scheme or an MLM, and that's really not the case. The best way to break it down, look at these 2 scenarios. So in the first scenario, a recruit sees your content, they book a call, and then you spend the entire sales call trying to convince them that the opportunity is legitimate and that you're not running a scam or a pyramid scheme. And then after it, they talk to their parents about it. They don't really have a full understanding. They don't really know who you are. They probably came from an ad or somebody that you cold outreached. Hey, I'm taking 5 to 6 new quality guys to be a part of our sales program. All that BS. And even if you have a cold DM script that's actually decent, it's still not going to convert. It's still not going to build the trust and credibility of these guys. So you get on this call, you try to sell them, and then right after, what happens? You lose them. They ghost you. Somebody talks them out of it. They talk themselves out of it. They just feel like they were being sold the entire time. Why is this guy trying so hard? And even if you weren't trying hard, or you try to set up a really good system to where they feel like it's really an interview or really, official, like, they don't believe in you. They don't know anything about you. And even if you try to manufacture the scenario where like you're the authority in that call, it's not resonating with the person in front of you as much as you actually think it is. But then we have the second scenario. The second scenario is actually pretty cool. Is you've got a lead that watches your content, and then eventually, after watching everything that you've put out, they feel like they know a lot about you. They know a lot about the opportunity. They're connecting with you, whether you're posting about fitness and then entrepreneurship, or how religion has played into you having success, or legitimate business value inside of your niche, which typically for our clients is insurance. They really do believe in the opportunity. They know it's legitimate. They feel like they can connect with you, or they at least want to be a part of whatever you're running. They book a call, they show up, and when they show up, they're already ready to join. The only difference is pre-selling. Let me show you when a recruit ghosts you, what's actually happening, like why they're ghosting you, because I've tracked over 13,000 leads that have came through our system so far. We have pulled all of the data on all 13,000 leads, and actually we're up to 20,000 now, but we'll just get straight into it, and it's actually pretty fascinating. So when a recruit ghosts you, like, it's not because they're not interested. They wouldn't even be on the call if they were fully uninterested. It's because they haven't been properly pre-sold, and there's 3 critical steps to pre-selling a rep before they hop on a call. Number 1 is the legitimacy of the opportunity. You have got to establish how legitimate the job is without really trying to sell it. Number 2 is your credibility as a leader, or the credibility of the leaders under you that these guys would be getting funneled to. And then number 3 is the reality of what the job actually entails. Maybe understanding pay structures, or what's going to be required of them to be a part of it. If they have to move for the job, like making that pretty apparent. And then creating the content in a way where the things that the job entails are like no-brainers, because they've watched so many people inside of your content, whether it's you or somebody else, do it, have success, and how the success actually happened is right in front of their face, and they can learn about it. So what I'm getting at is, like, most sales managers are creating content that's just screaming like, yo, join my team. Be a part of this awesome opportunity, taking young and hungry entrepreneurs. I only have 5 spots left for my elite sales team, with a cool social media page that's got cool branding and cool edits that some trash VA overseas does. Like, that's legitimately what guys are doing. And if this is like getting under your skin, or you're like thinking to yourself right now, you know, what I'm saying is a bunch of BS, you're probably one of those guys, not gonna lie. What I'm getting at is you're just posting the generic financial freedom, flashy lifestyle videos, and then putting out desperate CTAs that are begging guys to join your crappy opportunity. And dude, even if your opportunity is super freaking good, even if you are a killer sales manager, like you are that guy, you've thrown down huge numbers, all that kind of stuff, like it doesn't mean you still don't come off needy on social media. Because at the end of the day, sales and marketing are not the same thing. Most great salesmen that I've ever run into that run successful businesses that have literally built it the hard way, they are totally qualified to be doing social media the same way that they did sales. You'd have the same success if you just transferred your knowledge, your personality, your business value. The thing that made you a great salesman and a great entrepreneur is going to be the same thing that makes you a great social media personality if you just know how to document it correctly. So I'm not just going to keep sitting here and telling you everything that you're doing wrong. I think that we can both agree by this point that you can identify at least things that you're either doing wrong, would have done wrong, or you just straight up haven't tried yet, but you know you should. So the solution, let's get down to business. I call it the pre-selling framework. Now the pre-selling framework is not meant to be some flashy tactic to use some secret method. It's legitimately the changes that you make fundamentally to your social media brand that show the opportunity for what it really is, show you for who you really are, show your experiences and why you are the person that they should listen to in a digestible way that hacks the attention of the audience, but also just makes them feel like they can emotionally reside with you, that they can connect with you. Because the one thing that stands true is people trust people they like. People buy from people they like. And at the end of the day, the recruiting process really is a sale. So how do you get these guys to feel like they can trust you and that they can like you? And it all starts in the way that you set up and frame your content. So instead of positioning yourself as somebody that's looking for recruits right now, we're gonna position you as the guy that's just posting about his thoughts and his life and his belief systems. What are the things about you or about your upbringing or about the thing that made you successful that I call sub niches that fall under the entrepreneurship umbrella niche? What are things that guys in the space commonly have a connection with or have an opinion about? The way that you find these is on one side, you have belief systems, things that can be kind of controversial, right? And then the second side is your motivational brand building stuff about you, hard trials you've went through, motivation, all that kind of thing. And once you've identified what are those sub niches that fall under this umbrella of entrepreneurship, now all I have to do is identify how can I make videos that start off or piggyback off of these sub niches and find a way to connect them to my umbrella niche of entrepreneurship. So I can first make a connection and then I can show how it's benefited me in the entrepreneurship space as a sales manager, as a leader, as a business owner. Because now I'm not even trying to sell these guys. I'm just connecting with them. They feel like they're learning more about me or finding a common connection that we have. And then I'm helping them understand how that common connection brought me to where I am today, brought me to a certain understanding or a piece of value, a piece of knowledge that I wouldn't have had if I didn't make that connection with the sub niche up to my entrepreneurship umbrella niche. So if you're still a little bit confused or you're trying to understand, how to fully grasp this, I run a program for only high level entrepreneurs. If you're not super high level yet, you're just gonna have to run with everything that I put out here for free on YouTube. So if you're a guy right now that's legitimately doing numbers in insurance, we're really just working with insurance people right now, click the button down below. It says apply here. Watch the video that's on there. It's like 20 minutes long. It's totally worth the watch. You'll learn a ton. It'll help you understand how everything's set up, what it costs, because I can implement these systems and 1,000 more. But all I ask, guys, quit coming off as the pyramid scheme guy, because it makes it harder on me and my clients too. Take it easy. See you in the next one.